What is blackjack penetration in the co-system? Imagine you're at the blackjack table and wondering how much of the shoe has been played. That's what blackjack penetration is all about. It tells you how many cards have been dealt from the shoe before it gets reshuffled. Usually, it's shown as a percentage of the total cards or decks used. In the co- or knockout system, knowing this is super important because it impacts how well your count reflects the actual deck. The co-system is a simple and balanced card counting method. Instead of converting the running count into a true count by dividing by remaining decks, you start with an initial count based on the number of decks in play. For example, with 6 decks, you might start at -20. As cards are dealt, you add or subtract 1 based on the card's value. This makes it easier to keep track without doing complicated math. But here's the catch. Because it doesn't convert to a true count, the accuracy of your count depends heavily on how deep into the shoe you are. That's where penetration comes into play. The deeper into the shoe you go, meaning more cards are dealt, the more reliable your running count becomes. When a high percentage of the shoe has been played, your count better reflects the remaining cards. This helps you make smarter betting decisions because you can tell when the deck is rich in high cards or low cards. If you only see a few cards before reshuffle, your count isn't as trustworthy. In practical terms, if you're using the co-system, you want to aim for deeper penetration. For example, if you're playing with 6 decks, a good target might be around 60% of the shoe dealt before shuffling. That means roughly 3.5 decks have been played. When you reach that point, your count is more meaningful. You can increase your bets when the count indicates a deck favoring the player. Knowing how much of the shoe has been dealt is simple but powerful. It helps you decide when your count is worth acting on. The more cards you see, the better your estimate of the remaining deck's composition. This is especially true in the co-system because it relies on the running count without converting to a true count. So, keep an eye on penetration, aim for deeper deals, and your advantage at the table can grow. In short, blackjack penetration in the co-system is how much of the shoe has been played before shuffling. The deeper the deal, the more accurate your count becomes. This allows you to make smarter bets and play decisions based on the deck's makeup. Remember, the goal is to see enough cards to trust your count but not so many that the game becomes obvious. Finding that sweet spot can give you a real edge over the house.